guys.
How are you? What are you doing? Ready for some hockey?
Yes. Yes, very much so. It should be fun.
Just talk about going into today. Obviously, a pretty solid skills competition. You know, we heard Stretch talk a little about the 3-2 lead that Team Kessel has. What are you looking to do to keep that in order?
Yeah, I mean, going off yesterday, it was fantastic. It was fun. Great atmosphere, good crowd. And I think it coming down to a fan vote on Twitter who got that extra point just adds the excitement around the event. Great showing from the fans. I think they brought a lot of excitement to the building and, you know, made us want to have fun out there and obviously put a good product on the ice. So taking that into today, I know everyone's excited. This being my second All-Star game. Last year was great, so looking forward to, you know, another great showing today. We heard it sold out, which is awesome. A lot of young kids in the building, which I think, you know, is exciting for them. I heard you guys ask, what's the product going to be on the ice today? Are we going to be bringing it or, you know, taking the foot off the gas a little bit? But I think across the board, it's everyone, you know, wants to put a good game out there. Myself personally, I don't ever shy away from bringing 100%. So should be fun. I hope it's fast and exciting, hopefully tight and score and you know, give everyone a show.
I asked it to Ashley up there. You know, you kind of touched on it already with the crowd size. You know, for you guys to come to a market like Pittsburgh where there isn't a team, what does it say to you guys to see this much excitement in a market where there's not a team?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Pittsburgh is a hockey area, obviously. They've had success at the NWHL level as of late and in the past. So it's great that they're supporting the women's game. It's a fantastic facility. You know, I've been to Pittsburgh a few times and they love sports. So it's awesome to play in a place like this. I think there's some great youth programs around this area. A lot of Penn's Elite and those young teams that I think are filling the ranks, which is great. So I'm excited to be here. I think Pittsburgh's a great place to play. Great choice for a host area. And a bunch of us were talking yesterday. I know Stretch mentioned it. Seems like it'd be a great place for an additional team. So
once this day is over, to get back to the regular season, which was changed a little bit. How excited are you for the sprint to the Isabel Cup? 1 month to play, and the dynamic changed a little bit where if your team hasn't lost yet, but if you lose once, it could be the end.
yeah.
What's that going to be like?
Yeah, I mean, in Boston, our focus is the Isabel Cup right now. We've obviously had an extremely successful season. I think we're playing our best hockey right now as of our last 2 games. And, you know, we're excited. We're going to keep focusing on us, keep doing what we need to do to win games. That's been our focus all season, and obviously it's been working for us. So definitely the shift in the playoff schedule changes things a little bit from a logistical standpoint, but we take it one game at a time as we have been doing all season. And hope that you know, we come out on top in each game.
Any other questions?
Ashley was talking about a game before the 2002 Olympics. Was there a moment for you where you, as a young girl, got to see the sport played at a very high level that captivated you, that stuck with you?
Yeah, I'm a little older than Ashley, I think. So probably the 4 years before that, the '98 games. Yeah, for me, a huge Cammy Granato fan. Obviously, you know, I was 12 years old when the U.S. won the gold medal in Nagano in 1998, and I remember exactly where I was in my living room at home, my parents' house, and I said I want to play for Team USA one day. I had the opportunity after that game to meet Gretchen Ulian, formerly that was her name. She's Gretchen Silverman now, who played on that team as well. She put her gold medal around my neck, I think. A couple weeks after they got back from Nagano, I was at an event and put her jersey on, and from then on out I told everyone in the world that I wanted to play for Team USA, I wanted to represent my country, I wanted to go to the Olympics. So for me that was probably the aha moment. I think prior to that I had an older brother that I looked up to. I'm a Boston kid, so I love Ray Bourque, still love Ray Bourque. But I think recognizing powerful women in a role like that was huge for me when I was at that age, and I only hope that, you know, myself and all the girls here today can be that for younger girls that are watching.
Speaking of that, after you guys complete your possible defense of the Isabel Cup title, what's your game plan looking forward to the next year? You got Women's Worlds coming up.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the Isabel Cup, it's one game at a time. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, you know, we want to finish out the season on a high note and focus on each game when we're in that. I wasn't on Boston last year, so this would be, you know, this is my first run at the Isabel Cup with the Pride. So hoping that some of that luck and talent that they had last year carries over into this year. Now that I'm on the Boston side of it. But yeah, I mean, there's obviously Women's World Championships you mentioned coming up in April. The U.S. is hosting this year in Michigan, which I would be really proud and happy to be a part of that team. Roster hasn't been named yet, so a lot of work to be done between now and then. And obviously, you know, this past week was the 1 year out until the Olympic Games event, so that's on the horizon as well. And that's something that I'm training for alongside a lot of the girls that are here. Again, a lot of work to be done between now and then, but those are certainly goals. You know, Isabel Cup, World Championships, Olympics on the horizon.
And going off of that, have you seen, just from the experience that you do have with Team USA, have you seen a difference in the lead up to the games, you know, with the NWHL or just the CWHL celebrating 10 years? Have you seen any change that you would attribute to the leagues?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly, both leagues are a great place for postgraduate NCAA players to play. Anytime we're on the ice, competing in practice or in games, athletes are gonna get better. That's how you get better, is by playing hockey, by training. So it's definitely a plus to the training. There's a lot of other things, certainly from a national team standpoint, that go into it. But it's definitely, I think it's helped a lot of players get more games in and feel prepared for major international tournaments.
And what about on the exposure side also? So you got to visit with the Knicks and
Yeah.
SVU.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, that was a great event to be a part of with the U.S. team. They do an awesome job. The USOC puts that all on together, and fun to be there. It was a pretty whirlwind day in New York City, but I think, you know, when I'm there at an event like that or a day of events like that, I think in my mind it's women's hockey deserves this, and I'm proud to be part of those events. You know, I was texting my brother when I was there, and I was telling him, oh, you know, we were with Shaun White this morning, that's so cool, and then we were at the Knicks game, having dinner in a suite with, you know, Chris Rock was up there, Michael J. Fox, Jason Biggs from American Pie, and they're all walking in, and so I'm texting my brother, oh man, all these people I'm seeing all day today, this is so cool. And he just texted me and he said, you deserve to be there. Like, don't doubt that for 1 second. So I think that's pretty cool. And just going back, like when I'm at events like that, I want to push women's hockey. It's an unbelievable product. We're proud to play, you know, play in a professional league, and obviously on the world stage at the Olympics as well. So I think things like that are really important for our sport.
So what's it like to be selected as an all-star and get the chance to come in here into a new market in Pittsburgh for the NWHL and really represent the product you guys have?
It's exciting. You know, it's obviously anytime you're named an all-star, it's an honor. There's a lot of players in the league, and certainly only a small portion of us are here this weekend. So we're excited. We definitely want to showcase the league in the right way. Give the fans a great show. People are paying money to sit in the seats and watch us play. So we're going to do our best to keep the best product on the ice, and whether that's during the regular season games, in the playoffs, or here at the All-Star game.
Any other questions? Final one. Hockey is for everyone month is this month. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's awesome. Hockey is for everyone. You know, young, old, doesn't matter, race, sexual orientation, you know, religion, whatever. I love hockey, and I think it's the greatest sport in the world. So the world is everyone, and I think that it's super important that anyone that wants to play laces up their skates and plays. And yeah, I think that's an awesome slogan. I know the NHL is really behind it, and it's great that it should be an awesome movement this month.